Hey everybody, Horizon here, and I'm bringing you some more anime content today, but before I go any further, I do want to thank you guys a whole bunch for the amazing support on the FMA video from last week. Now, I can't say whether or not it's because Fullmetal Alchemist does well, or just because you guys are enjoying anime content on my channel, but regardless of the reason, I really appreciate all of the support. It is so much appreciated. My final order of business is regarding the 85.9% of you guys over the last 12 months. I know, crazy, right? If you're enjoying what I'm putting out, then definitely go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Everybody counts, everybody matters. I appreciate every last single one of you guys. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about the intro here, and I'm gonna tell you what today's video is about, and that is why EightySix is more than just another anime. Let's get right into it. From the polarizing themes of prejudice and war, to the fiery emotions that engulf EightySix in a sea of amber-colored flames, there's more to EightySix than meets the eye. When it comes down to it, perhaps the most important thing we can learn from this particular anime is that it only takes one person to change the lives of many. As episode 1 begins, we tune into a news broadcast that claims the war against the Legion is going very well thanks to the use of autonomous fighters. We're told that there are no casualties for the Republic, it's state-run media, and while they're not wrong, they're also not correct. The Republic has not lost a single one of its citizens. However, the focus of this anime is not solely on the capital. There's a lot of real primary focus on Major Vladilena Milize, who commands a squadron of these fighters the Republic praises so highly. As Lena is introduced, she comes off as hot-tempered and spoiled, teased by the other members of the capital. It's not that she has a problem with the teasing and taunting, it's that she understands who these fighters are that are protecting the Republic of San Magnolia from the Legion. The EightySix, a squadron of fighters outside the 85 districts of San Magnolia. Ostracized for being different from everyone else, they were stripped of their citizenry and forced to fight the Legion in their own autonomous units called Juggernauts. Now, EightySix brings to light several recognizable themes, one of them being the hateful nature of humans and the tendency to remove everything we don't agree with. Lena is an Alba, the dominant race of San Magnolia, the very same people who cast the EightySix out, but she has a heart. While primarily the Alba race were not fans of the EightySix, it's not hard to spot the theme of prejudice and hate against the EightySix from the majority of the Alba race. But Lena obviously shows that she cares. She's also the youngest ever to reach the rank of Major, but she refuses to conform to the spite the capital has regarding the EightySix. She reports things like supplies and casualties and goes into depth on the missions of her assigned squadron, unfortunately to deaf ears and closed hearts. Lena supports the EightySix like no other. She understands that after all they are still human at the end of the day, and their ostracization by the capital was not something that she could stand for. The ranks of the EightySix do begin to gradually thin, and it's abundantly clear that every life lost gradually eats away at her. When Lena is reassigned to the Spearhead Squadron, she finds a new home with this group of 86, with Sheen Nozen. Just as Lena does not fit in at the capital, she finds home with a group of misfits just like herself that also don't fit in, the 86. Regardless of how hard Lena tries to make amends and make a relationship with this group of 86, she still receives insults because the 86 just don't trust her. She finds herself fighting an uphill battle against a group of people that she desperately wants to show that she cares to. But when you think about it, why would the 86 trust her? She's an Alba, she works for the capital, and she sits behind a screen in a room giving orders. She doesn't even know the names or the faces of these people. Inevitably, the ranks of this squadron also thin, and while it's sad, at times utterly heartbreaking, Sheen carries the names of every fallen comrade with him as he goes. In some ways, EightySix flirts with the idea of an eternal life in a way that is much more symbolic than many other works of media. Sheen will not allow the memory of his fallen comrades to fade. In an attempt to atone for something he feels is his responsibility, this is Sheen's way of coping with the deaths of his fallen comrades. It's this small notion that begins to set EightySix apart. But it's the fact that they do both feel personally responsible in some way that begins to set a brand new relationship into motion. They're an unlikely duo, but that's exactly why Lena tries so hard. She may be stuck in a room with moving blips on a screen as she calls out commands, but the strain of guilt that begins to develop inside of her becomes overwhelming. Over and over, she begs for better treatment of the 86, but her requests for aid or backup are frequently ignored or even denied. In episode 7, Lena goes to buy special ammunition for her squad. Fireworks. After she makes a bad call that costs the life of an 86, she has to learn how to bear the brunt of responsibility. It's how Lena copes with the continued loss of her squad that makes all the difference. In fact, she even goes radio silent for several days at one point, but she comes back stronger and ready to do whatever she can. At one point, she even makes an effort to learn the names of her squadron as a way of atonement and better relationships. Lena sincerely cares for her squad, and while the trauma never gets any better, she continues moving forward. What we can take from these critical moments are important as they deepen the complexity of the anime. The 86 saw Lena as the enemy, but she saw them as comrades, as friends. She wanted to know their names and learn all that she could about them. It takes a little while, but Lena becomes more than just a major in command of a squadron of 86. She becomes a young woman and grows from her experience. 86 paved a road that is frequently ignored, learning to ask for help. Had Lena never relied upon her friend Annette when she needed someone to talk to or just to vent, Lena's cognitive ability to perform her duties as she must could have been significantly hampered. While their friendship remains incredibly complex, Lena still needed that support and a different outlook so she could make a decision and come to a conclusion. When Lena finds an old photograph of her squad, long after they have left their base, she comes to the realization that it's up to her to enact a change in the way the 86 are treated. The end of episode 10 personifies the fire that blazes in Lena's heart, her strong will and desire to do what she knows is right and has to be done. This is why 86 isn't just another anime. It's a story of strength and will and a burning avidity to fight for everything that Lena believed in, no matter the cost to her own self. This is what sets 86 apart. This anime sees the world for the way that it is, not through rose-tinted glasses, but through the eyes of morality. To me, this is why 86 is more than just another anime, and I hope that I can spend more time talking about some more of these with you guys in the near future. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed, and I want to let you know that anime content is here to stay, so look forward to that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.